Okay, we are now starting into homework set 43. This is problem 22 on 5 on 657. You have sister problems 17 and 24. So in this case, you're given an equation. It is the equation of an ellipse. You're asked to find its center, vertices, foci, and to graph the darn thing. So let's do that. And I think you're pretty used now to this. We've done this with lines, we've done this with parabolas, we've done this with quadratics, we've done it with, we're now doing it with ellipses, we're going to do it with hyperbolas. There's a standard form from each from which you can deduce a lot of information just by inspection. And the standard form that we're looking for from an ellipse is x minus h squared all over a squared plus y minus k squared all over b squared is equal to 1. And when you have this equation in that form, hk is the center, 2a is the major diameter, 2b is the, I didn't say that, I'm not saying that right actually, because 2a is not always the major diameter. The larger of the two, 2a and 2b, are the major and minor diameters, depending on who's biggest. Okay. Right, so all we've got to do to get this in this form really does have a 1 on this side. My equation's got an 18, so let's just divide everybody through by 18, okay? And let's write it like this. Let's write it as x squared all over square root of 18 squared, okay? Plus 9 divided by 18 is, it's 2, okay? Y squared all over square root of 2, squared is equal to 1. All right, so I've got x minus 0 squared, okay, all over some quantity squared, a squared, and I've got y minus 0 squared all over some quantity, root 2, b squared is equal to 1. I'm ready to roll here, right? The center is 0, 0, all right? Let me just come over here and say a is equal to root 18, and root 18 is, it's 3 root 2, yeah, and b is equal to root 2. So indeed, the major axis is along the x-axis here because its diameter is longer than the minor axis along the y direction. So what are the vertices? It'll help if I draw this thing, I believe. Boy, the last ellipse that I drew was kind of embarrassing. That one's not that good either. This point is 0, 0, the center. This point is has been moved over by root 3, has the same y coordinate. This one has been moved over minus 3 root 2, 0. This one has the same x coordinate, 0, but it's been moved down root 2. This one has been moved up root 2. I can capture that right here. I'm going to say the vertices then are minus 3 root 2, 0, 0 root 2, 3 root 2, 0, and 0 minus root 2. Yep. Okay, how about the focal points? The focal points, remember, I'm going to drop this little triangle. I always put that in the wrong place. This is B, this is C, this is A. Okay, So if I want to find C, and I do so much, I have to say that Pythagorean theorem will say that a squared minus b squared is equal to c squared. Let's put some of these numbers back in. A squared is 18, b squared is 2, c squared then is 16, and c is equal to 4, right? So that makes this focal point for 0, this focal point, the point minus 4 is 0. We've got the center, we've got the vertices, we've got the focal points, and we have the graph. That's it for problem 22.